Just the tips.
All right, everybody, it's Adam and Mike with Just the Tips, episode 48 coming at you tonight. How we doing?
Dude, doing good. How are you?
Doing a little tired today.
Yeah, a little too much golf this week or what?
Not me, man, not me. One round in, but a lot of work getting done on the simulator. I poured 20 bags of concrete today by hand, so like I said, we're one
Yeah, I
step
think
closer.
we need an update on that, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's what what's that? 1,600 pounds of concrete that I poured today. But the best part is I don't mind doing physical labor and work and stuff like that if I get a good audio book. I got the new Arnold Schwarzenegger book, and he's helping me keep my dreams in front of me. I can do anything if I stay positive and work hard enough. It's an excellent book.
What's the name of it? It's like
it's seven or it's what is it? Be useful or be of
useful.
use. Yeah, but it's 7 lessons that he learned from being the world's greatest bodybuilder, the world's greatest action star, and the as he reminds you about, I don't know, about every 3 to 4 minutes, the head of the 6th largest economy in the world. So
the head of the 6th largest economy. Wait, whoa, hang on.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
California.
Oh. Yeah,
I guess he says that
California's best governor also, right?
Well, I don't know. You're going to upset a lot of people that liked Ronald Reagan.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know. I'm not into politics. Not into politics. So
yeah, but it really is excellent, and because some of the stuff he got into, I was unaware of all his heart issues and stuff, all the surgeries he had, and heart repairs and stuff.
Yeah, like fairly recently too, right?
I guess he had a heart valve replacement like in his 50s, like 20 some years ago, and then was supposed to have just a mild like tune up, and something went wrong and he had to do the whole thing and in his 70s. But he talks about like his recovery, and he's like everything he does, he comes right back to the gym. He's like when he reads a script, he's like, it's 20 reps to read the script. When he has when he's giving a speech, he's like, it's 10 reps to give a speech. And he's like, when I had like a tube in his chest and he's got to do laps around the thing, he's like, all right, he's like, today we're doing 10 laps, and
everything's in like reps,
everything,
sets and reps.
So, yeah, man. So, like I said,
how many were you doing reps of the bags of cement? Is that what you were doing?
No, dude, 80 pounds of cement is so heavy. I don't know. It's just a bulky. It feels weird, but it's not that. It's the mixing it. And I don't have a cement mixer or anything like that. I'm literally mixing it by hand. So like my arms, my back are shot.
You said you don't even have a wheelbarrow, right?
No, I'm like embarrassed, but I'm mixing it 80 pounds at a time in a 5-gallon bucket with a hand shovel, and I got 20 bags down. I got 100 to go, and and I'll be all set.
How long did 20 bags of cement take you?
Well, I'm right now is the hard part, because I'm building out the forms to level out the area, and there's some tricky spaces around the house. So today I left the house at 7 this morning to go to the hardware store to get everything. I get done a little after 4 o'clock today, so a little 9 hours.
And this is all for our listeners. This is all for the simulator.
Yeah, so I'm in there. The space is. What's nice is every time I do like the next step, I'm like, wow, man. I'm like, we're literally one step closer.
We're doing this.
To having a real simulator space and the podcast studio, and it's going quick. I think this is like a. I was hoping by the first of the year, but if I keep at this pace, it could be well before Christmas. Matter of fact, it could probably be hitting balls in there by Thanksgiving.
Oh man, don't tease me like that, dude. Don't tease me.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, it's going to be perfect. I'm very excited about it.
Hitting balls in there by Thanksgiving, he says.
Yeah. The trick though is I can't work and do all the stuff that we're doing for the channel, which again you're doing 90% of it, but the 10% I'm doing is still taking a lot of times because how busy we are, and we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But since last podcast, I think I played golf 3 times, and once was by accident. So, not a lot going on. I think you've played more golf than I have.
Yeah. I played a couple little matches actually against our 2-time women's club champion. She's also Northeast, Hurricanes champion. She's AJGA 2-time winner, like a bunch of things. And I played 2 matches against her since we last spoke.
And she's also how old?
Oh, she's 16. But she played from the whites and I played from the blacks. And other than that, I think I played one other round. Course, our home course punched this week, so it's kind of been a little, trying to either get some practice in or work on the channel a little bit, and but it's
a little
been,
bit. You've been crushing it. By the way,
been a fun little ride.
You posted a video of the of the aeration machine.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever seen an aeration machine. I thought it looked completely different than what I thought it would look like.
Well, I think they have a couple different versions of it.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, somewhere in my head, I thought it would look more like a lawnmower, and this thing's like a piece of industrial equipment.
So, like, you mean like a lawnmower, like a push-behind lawnmower, or like a ride-on?
Yeah, kind of. I thought they would be out there with like a 20-inch push mower, like being very gentle with the greens and stuff like that.
No, this thing's not gentle. I don't think any
no.
aerator I've ever seen was gentle.
It doesn't destroy the greens.
No, it doesn't. But it's not. You got to punch a hole and pull a plug out every time. Mm-hmm. So it is a little bit more aggressive. But I punched my front yard the last 2 years, and I rent an aerator, and it would be, I'm no cowboy or anything, but it would be equivalent to me like trying to hold on to a bull. This thing, you got to grab hold of it, and it's pulling you. The one he used, it was not a walk behind. He was actually pulling it by hand, and they were doing a little punch. So that was probably the least aggressive you would see a punch on the greens, and that actually wasn't pulling out plugs. They were just doing a little mini punch and just on the greens. I have seen other ones where it's a ride on, and they're tearing it up. They're doing fairways, they're doing tee boxes, they're doing greens and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I think the surprise that I had was the equivalent to like understanding how violent aeration is the equivalent of like seeing childbirth for the first time. You're like, oh my God, that's really brutal.
Yeah.
It's like way worse than I thought it was going to be.
Well, I think, if you really think about what the purpose is, they really have to get holes, probably, I think like, I don't know what the real number is, but I think they got to actually go down like at least 3 inches to get, below the root and everything like that to get the nutrients in the water and the airflow and stuff like that. So it does have to be.
What do they do with all that with all that material that they take out of there?
So a lot of courses sweep it off, or they'll blow it off, and then they'll just dump it over the side, which, to my luck, when I was doing my backyard when I lived down South Carolina, we were redoing a tee box. So I took all the old sod that they had cut up from this tee box and just tossed it over to the side, because they were re-sodding. They weren't seeding. And I was literally taking piece by piece, like 3 pieces at a time in the back of my Honda Accord coupe back to my house, laying it down, piecing it together like a puzzle, and then they punched, and they just blow it off, sweep it off, cart it off, and dump it over the side. And now you're talking, the dirt is good, the soil is good, it's fertilized, it's good grass, and I was taking that and filling in the gaps of this. And dude, my backyard down south looks so good, so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, they usually just dump it, but they didn't pull plugs this time, so there was nothing. But they usually,
Okay.
when I do it in my yard, they say leave it and let it kind of let it break up, and it'll kind of level your own lawn. But I don't think that really worked.
I don't know. Like I said, it's incredible, and what's nice is they filled in the holes with a very 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 fine sand.
Yeah.
And where again, somebody was telling Jamie's playing tomorrow. She got an invite for tomorrow afternoon.
Nice.
And she's like, I hope it's not bad. And I'm like, I heard somebody told me they were running good, so I'll be interested to see what they look like after a week.
Yeah. They're not too bad.
Right,
Speaking of Thanksgiving, dude, we got Strantzgiving coming up, man. We got our Strantzgiving trip coming up, which we talked about last week. And midway through this week, something hit me. And I don't know what I was doing. I don't know why we didn't think about this before or anything like that. But I don't know why we're cutting it so short. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I was thinking
So last year, if I remember correctly, your daughters had basketball practice on that Monday.
tryouts.
Oh, tryouts.
Tryouts.
So we drove through the night, and we went all the way south, all the way down to Myrtle. We cannonball run it back. You drove them back to Massachusetts. They went to basketball practice, tryout at school, then basketball tryouts. If I remember correctly, they both made the team. They did a great job, right?
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, yeah, they were tired though. They were tired.
Yeah, but mission accomplished. We ate all the pies from Thanksgiving. We played all the golf. We did all the driving. They made the basketball team, so mission accomplished. But this year, the girls aren't going with us. It's just you and me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you were
so-
saying there's no real reason to rush back.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, we don't.
You
really,
don't have basketball tryouts, right?
Yeah, I don't have to.
Yeah, I'm not trying out for anything.
So that's what made me think, like, I know you said that you were worried about sleeping on this trip, and then rushing back after playing Todd Hill Farm, not rushing back, but coming back after playing Todd Hill Farm is just, makes for a long day and a half of being not in a bed. And then I started thinking, like, wait a minute, we don't really have to rush back for anything. And we're almost to Myrtle Beach, and we're almost to Charleston. I mean, why not do some more Strantz stuff? This is called Strantzgiving.
It is.
Right?
So what were you thinking? So if we have where are we playing on Friday again?
Friday is Royal New Kent.
Royal New Kent.
Yeah, I know you struggle remembering that.
I do because I keep thinking of the other course, but then it's Tobacco Road on Saturday, Tot Hill Farm on Sunday, and then we were driving back. But your suggestion is what now?
So my suggestion is since we're down there and this is a Strantz trip, I mean, you're right there near Caledonia True Blue, which we have a great relationship with those guys. Plus, we got to call them out on hole number 9 on True Blue, which we're going to make a separate video for. And then you got Bulls Bay, man. Bulls Bay is another hour and a half south of Myrtle Beach. So we're right there. And I spoke with the wonderful best caddy in the world, Puddles. And we might be able to get that second chance at the ocean course and not during a tropical storm.
And you were saying we might have the course to ourselves.
Yeah. So, back in the day when I worked there, we were slammed basically from April 1st until 4th of July. Slammed.
Yeah.
Like, plan on doing doubles. Like, we always carry 2 bags, but you would do a loop and get a little lunch and then go back out on another loop again. So you're doing where I lost you, but I remember asking for April 1st off one year for opening day of a Yankee game, and he goes, "Yeah, you can have the day off, and then you can take the rest of the year off." So we had to work every single day, and then summertime was just too hot. So you'd probably loop like 4 or 5 times a week, but you weren't doing doubles. And then come Memorial Day, right? Which one's in September? Memorial Day or Labor Day?
Labor Day.
Labor Day. You'd pick back up, and then you'd work all the way till Thanksgiving, same deal. You're doing 2 loops a day, carrying 2 bags, crushing it. But after Thanksgiving, it would just drop off. Holidays are here. It's starting to get a little chilly down there. People aren't doing their golf trips anymore, so it kind of slowed down. So I asked Puddles. I said, "Hey, how are we looking after Thanksgiving?" He was like, "Dude, we can make it work." So we're gonna make it work if we go down there, and he might join us at Bulls Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta have some Puddles at Bulls Bay, and Bulls Bay is not too far from Charleston either. So listen, I'm looking at the Strantz list right here: Caledonia, True Blue, Bulls Bay, Tobacco Road, Tot Hill Farm, Royal New Kent. Those are actually the top 6 on the list, just in order on this list right now. And then you have Stonehouse, which is in Virginia again, which, I mean, we might be passing on the way back up. I'm just saying. And then you got Silver Creek Valley in California, and then you got Monterey Peninsula Country Club out in California. So those are his 9 that he's designed. For some reason, I think one of them doesn't get a ton of credit because I don't think, and don't quote me on this, I'm trying to look at the Wikipedia page while I'm talking to you. I think like he might have passed before one of them was complete. But
So what we're talking about is playing 6 of the 9 Strands courses and the Ocean course in a week.
In one awesome trip. And then maybe we can hit up Stonehouse on the way back. So that would be epic. Epic.
Has anybody in the history of golf ever done this before?
No. We might
played.
We are the Maverick of playing the Maverick courses. We are paving the way. I know that there is a page out there, Strantzgiving fans. I spoke with those guys, and actually one dude is in Charleston, the other one's in Tennessee. And we should tell them, man. We should reach out to them and just be like, "Hey, this is what we're doing."
Has anybody done this before? So, I don't even want to bring it up here. I really don't. But if we're gonna play, and there's a chance we could play the other one in Virginia, that's 7 of the courses. It's just the 2 in California at that point, then, right?
Mm-hmm. So, are you going to California next summer? Is that what you're getting at? Because that's what I'm hoping you're getting at.
So why don't we just go to California?
Spring break?
From Charleston.
Oh, you just want to add on to it. Just keep it rolling.
Just a quick cross-country trip, two quick rounds, and then right back to
furthest west
Charleston.
I've traveled in my life is Salt Lake City. I went there for a fitness conference. The flight was terrible, dude. I'm not a big flyer to begin with, and neither are you. But man, being on a plane,
it's a necessary evil.
Being on a plane that long was brutal.
Yeah, listen, but if this was just supposed to be a quick weekend, down and back, no big deal, no harm, no foul. But if we're gonna add, if there's a possibility that we could play 6, possibly 7 of the Strantz courses in a week,
9?
But this would be the national notoriety that we've been looking for.
So I'm looking at Silver Creek Valley Country Club right now. It's in San Jose. Okay. Now, I know nothing of California, which we've already discovered that I didn't even really realize that Reagan was a governor there.
Right.
So I'm zooming out. We got San Jose is south of San Francisco.
Okay.
Other side of the bay kind of thing. Isn't that like where isn't that where San Fran's stadium's in Santa Clara, right?
So
Right
then
there.
we're
Right,
we're
right,
there on the weekend.
right there.
So we play those two courses, and then we're both Niners
No,
fans.
no. So here's the thing. I think the other course is up near Pebble. Now, again, I don't know California
Pebble's
very well,
south.
so I'm gonna zip through that. I'm gonna pop that in Google Maps here. Do you think it's south? Pebble Beach is south?
Pebble Beach is definitely south of San Francisco.
Okay. Let's see. Zooming out. Yeah, a little south. Not California is
California's a big state.
the whole
California
West
is like
Coast. I'm like, it's not
Yeah.
that far. It's probably from
12 hours from top to bottom.
Virginia to South Carolina. So let's type in some directions here. We're gonna go boom. Silver Creek to Monterey. Dude, hour and a half. Well,
So
hour and a half
here's the
Google
move
Maps
is
time, not California time.
no, that's okay. What's we just find flights from Charlotte to San
We're
Francisco.
doing this on podcast.
I know, but this is how great ideas get formed. Is so we drive down, we play Royal New Kent on Friday, Tobacco Road on Saturday,
Tot Hill Farm Sunday.
Tot Hill on Sunday,
Caledonia,
on Monday,
True Blue.
Bulls Bay.
Nope,
on
Ocean Course is
Tuesday.
going to be Tuesday. Bulls Bay,
Ocean Course is
Wednesday.
Wednesday. We jump on a flight on Wednesday night. Thursday, we play. What's the one in San Francisco?
Silver Creek. Silver Creek Valley.
Friday, we play.
That one is called Monterey Peninsula Country Club.
We jump back on a flight on Saturday. We drive home on Sunday.
And we got to play Stonehouse in Virginia on the way
Oh,
back.
we could play Stonehouse on Sunday and then drive home the rest of the way.
Yeah.
The only people in the history of the world to play all 9 Strantz courses in the same week.
Dude. We would make his Wikipedia page. I would hope.
I would think so.
Yeah. All right. I'm looking at Silver Creek right now. I think, I believe Silver Creek and I think that I know the Monterey Peninsula one is super private. So we're gonna have to
Listen. We'll get the Strantz community behind us.
Yeah.
It's just a round of golf. It's not going to hurt them any. You know. And like I said, it'll bring national notoriety. I think this could be the move.
Yeah.
Got to take a look and see what those
So
what
our
those
Strange
flights go
trip went
for.
from 3 days to 7 to 9. It looks like Silver Creek is also private. And I know that Stonehouse is also private as well. And Bulls Bay is private.
Okay.
So we got some strings to pull. Dude,
As
this Silver
always,
Creek one
but-
looks so cool.
So I've never played golf in California before, have I? No. But again, I don't think we need any special wedges. I don't think we're gonna run into anything that's crazy.
Yeah, you never know. We learned the hard way going down south that our wedges were not the right wedges to be using on that grass. That's why
Gotcha.
I snapped one of them. All right, you're working on that. You're gonna have to make some phone calls on.
I'm looking at flights right now.
We got to be
Let's
able to get
see.
on the courses, but all right, guys, listen. That's the plan is to really hype up, and we love Mike Strantz, right? Like, if you watch
So
our
I'll
Top
tell you-
Hill videos, Adam's gonna have a kid and name him Mike. I'm gonna have a kid and name him Mike Strantz. His first name is gonna be Mike Strantz. Mike Strantz Romano. I think my dog. If I get a pet, I'm gonna name him Maverick, though.
Maverick. I like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Or I might just get a horse and name him Scout.
Let's
And I'm not even a horse guy.
see.
That's the plan, guys. That's the Strantzgiving plan that we got to put in the works for the next, the next couple days, probably this next week.
Yeah. Yep. Really?
You're looking at
Can't be
flights
that. Can't be that inexpensive. It can't be $190. I must be looking at something
to
wrong here.
fly to where are you flying out of?
Out of Charleston
Yeah.
to San Francisco. Saturday. I'm on I'm on the wrong day. It is December 4th. Oh no, departing on December 4th through December 7th. Uh, no, but if we don't mind making 32 stops, it's 276.
32 stops.
Here's
Where
a
are we stopping?
This one it's an
Dallas.
8 hour and 30. Oh, it's just one stop in Houston.
Yeah.
Here's one with one stop in Dallas. Here's the cheapest one is one stop in Washington for 258 round trip per traveler. And that's United. I think United's got a pretty liberal bag.
That's another thing. Is we gotta look at the bag stuff.
Golf bags, yeah. All right, sort by cheapest price, lowest, and the lowest, the very least we can get out there is that 258, with a hour stopover in the state of Washington, but I don't know, dude. I don't know.
We got to make some phone calls on. Well, first of all, we got to make sure we can get on Bulls Bay, and then we got to touch base with Stonehouse, and then we'll touch base with Silver Creek and Monterey. That would be fun, though, dude. Actually, just even doing Silver Creek and Monterey like on its own would be another awesome, epic trip as well.
A California trip would be super cool.
Yeah,
and not for nothing, but what would be super dope, and one of the trips I've always wanted to take was flying into San Francisco and driving that Pacific Coast Highway from San Francisco to San Diego and stopping in. Because that brings you the whole length of the state. It's basically the equivalent of driving the New York State Thruway from Buffalo to New York City, right?
Really?
But you're on the Pacific Coast Highway, so you're on the Pacific Ocean the entire time. So, you start up north in San Francisco, but that brings you through like Sonoma Valley, like the wine area, brings you down through those.
That probably sounds like a thing you shouldn't be doing with me and probably with your wife.
She can come too. Nobody said she couldn't.
Shotgun.
So. We'll get a little MG convertible. Those round sunglasses.
Me and you in the front. Jamie's just stuck in the back seat. That's like a half a back seat.
Exactly.
Yeah, awesome.
So, all right. So next week we'll update everybody on the Strantz trip.
Yeah, we're gonna give weekly updates on that.
It's either gonna be what it is now. It's gonna be expanded to include Charleston, or it's gonna be we're gonna be California dreaming on such a winter's day.
Yeah, a dual coast Strantzgiving trip. We'll be back on New Year's. Well, speaking of the holidays, though, we've officially launched, and dude, I just couldn't be more impressed with the work you've done on this. For me, it's like Christmas every day because I'm not sure who the next sponsor is, who the next gift of Christmas is. I know we talked a lot about this all year, and then you ran with it. But when this comes out, it'll officially be the third day of Just the Tips Christmas, or Just the Tipsmas. Yeah, I love
which
that.
is
Just
really hard to say. Have you tried?
Just the Tipsmas.
You can say that.
Just the Tipsmas. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
It's got a good ring to it. Well, I mean, if you guys have been following along, today when this is coming out is day 3. On day 1, we touched base with the Turn custom head covers. I reached out to these guys a year ago because they were the only brand that I really saw making really good head covers, custom head covers,
and not just custom. Like, do you want it blue with a red number 1 on the top?
Right.
This is whatever you can dream they can make,
and they're helping you design it. They're like, "Oh, what are you thinking?" I'm like, "Well, I want just the tips on it, and here's our logo, but do your thing." He's like, "All right, give me an idea." I was like, "Well, I really like the goldish yellow and some black." He was like, "All right, cool." He sent me an idea. I was like, all right, that's cool. Now let's clean it up here a little bit. He was like, all right, how about this? And I mean, we're talking like a couple hour turnaround time on the designs, and that was really, really cool. And I just, the communication process was awesome. And I got my head cover, and you guys watch it in the video tin at the end. I don't know if you guys have been seeing it all along, but that is from them.
Yeah. So when I was taking a look at the video that they sent us, what I was super impressed by was how customizable it was. So you and I have been kind of going and saying the reason for the 12 days of Christmas is so that you, the spouse, the loved one of a golfer, don't end up buying them something stupid that, with all great intentions, is never going to be used. And one of the things we continuously talk about is like the New York Giants head cover set, right? But this custom one, do you see some of the custom sports teams they put on there?
Oh yeah, dude. And I mean, especially like college teams and stuff like that, dude. These guys are not messing around.
But it was more than that. So it was like, okay, if you like the Tar Heels, or you like the Giants, or God forbid you like the Red Sox, right? You could do like their logo on there or their team colors, but you could put your name on there. You could like as a jersey, like I'm a Mets fan, so I could have an orange and blue head cover with the Mets logo, but then it says Paddock 13 on it, like a jersey. So this isn't you went to Walmart and you went to the sports section and they had those Giants head covers. This is, I'm a Mets fan. I don't mind, sharing that on my, on my golf equipment, but here's this dope ass head cover,
Very personalized and very customized. And that's what I really liked about it. You know what I mean? It's just like, and it's great quality. I mean, I've had mine on for a year and it still looks brand new.
Yeah.
Very good stuff.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what's the approximate cost for a driver head cover?
I think
they
it
look
all
like
vary.
They're like $300.
No. I think it was like $99.
Yeah,
and I mean, if you're getting a stealth head cover, like if you're just getting a TaylorMade head cover, I think they're like $45.
So not only are they 45, but when you go on and you like those sugar skull ones, or you go to your favorite course. We're good friends with the folks from the Swan, and they work with a very high-end custom head cover place that designs their custom head covers. You're not getting one for $100 though.
No.
And
and you're not getting it customized. You're getting it, with that course on it. You know what I mean? You go to the Trump, or you go to Durant. You know what I mean? You go to Kiowa. You're getting a Kiowa head cover is going to cost you $250.
So no kidding. I got the mallet head cover. And that's the other thing with the term custom is they do not just the driver, because I thought that, but they'll do if you got a 3 or a 5 wood, or you want a hybrid, but they also do putter covers. And I was like, oh man, I'm like, that's kind of cool,
And they're actually starting to customize bags, and not just put a little thing on your bag. They're going to fully make the bag for you. Every single stitch, every color, every panel, everything, guys.
Yeah. So I am up for a new bag in the spring. That was one of my 2025 purchases. My bag's fine. It's just getting faded, a little ripped. And
I think you just like to buy a new bag every month, every year. You're just like, oh, there's like a scuff on here. Let me get a new bag.
But when I saw they do custom bags, I immediately went the navy and lime green with just the tips and big block letters across the side, my name on the other side.
I think that would be really, really cool. See, the bag that I got, I want to have just the tips up the side, but like our embroiderer can't do that. Like they needed to zip off and then you bring it to them. So
yeah. You need to get somebody that airbrushes it. Like you need to bring it to the county fair. They do the T-shirts for you and your girlfriend. The Jersey Shore, they airbrush just the tips on there.
That'd be cool.
Very cool. So the Turn Custom, very, very, very impressed. And again, I'm saying to myself, if anybody from the Paddock family is listening to this podcast, I need a hybrid cover. I think
you need a hybrid cover, and I think you need a 3-wood cover? Because your 3-wood cover is that a
They're
Jones?
both the Jones, but
Yeah.
I could move one of those or both of those Jones head covers to my wife's bag because I have a black one and she's got the Steelers colors going on, the black and yellow, so she could have the black one if there was a custom head cover for Christmas. So
Yeah.
again, anybody from the Paddock family, it's called theturncustom.com, and you can reach out to them at theturncustom.com.
Yeah.
And then day number 2, so I was at a Halloween party with some friends, not drinking because it's 75 hard, not eating candy because it's 75 hard. My buddy's got a custom drink machine that makes craft cocktails that I didn't have. And I'm kind of sitting there in the corner being a little miserable, if I'm being honest with you, because I don't need the drink to have fun, but it does make it easier. And I'm looking at our email, and our day number 2 sent the coolest video. And I go, holy cow, they're in production with just the tips.
Yeah, so I put together a video with some of the stuff that they sent, and he was like, hey, he's like, I'll send you a video. And I was like, okay. Sent this video. You had texted me, I think it was Halloween night, no?
Yeah.
And
I was sitting on the couch doing nothing else.
I'm sitting there
drinking.
I'm sitting there trying to scare the crap out of kids outside my parents' house, and I look at it and I'm like, holy crap. That was freaking awesome. So they sent us a video, which, I mean, I knew I liked their stuff to begin with, and then this video just made it 10 times better, dude. So check that video out, guys.
Yeah, they went so far, though, because just like the head covers, shaft wraps are our favorite protection and decoration company, the company that helps set you apart on the golf course as far as your looks go. They now have a division where they can customize your shafts, your shaft wraps. So we have just the tips logoed custom shaft wraps. I have yellow ones on my wedges, but you had one design that was like winter camouflage with our yellow shield.
Yeah.
Well, they did 3 clubs out. They're out in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they put the 3 clubs together, and they're featuring it in some of their advertising.
Yeah,
it was really, really impressive.
Really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So one of the things about shaft wraps, though, and we don't need to brag them up, but as I was doing the copy for the 12 Days of Christmas, one of the things that they say is that when you buy these shaft wraps, get ready to have people ask you, what is that?
Yeah.
And I'm glad they put that on the website, because not a week goes by, and sometimes not a day goes by, where somebody that I don't know will come up and goes, what shafts do you have in those wedges? And I have to go, it's shaft wrap for decoration and protection. It's not actually the shaft, but a sticker, a vinyl decal that goes over top of it. Yep. But did you see some of the ones that came up? I thought I knew all of the ones that they had, but they have
They're
bundles
constantly coming out with new ones. Like they have the holiday ones out there with the spider webs on it and stuff like that. Yeah, dude, they have some really cool ones, like those hickory ones that you were talking about.
So cool. Make your clubs look like they're hickory shafts. So if you got a set of 790s, and now you're the only guy out there that it looks like you got a hickory shaft in your 790s.
Yeah. And they're cool, guys.
What really impressed me, though, was their bundles, and so if you look, they're in the same category. Like they have a carbon fiber bundle or a black bundle or a pink bundle, but they give you the right amount of a certain design for your woods, the right amount for your irons in a slightly different pattern, but in the same color scheme, like they go together, and then a different one for your putter. So, there's like 3 different designs that all go together. There must be something like this in like the furniture design world or the clothing world, where like everything kind of goes together. You just buy it and it goes together. So they're doing those bundles, and I thought that was amazing too.
Yeah. The one thing I really liked about is the contact information. You know what I mean? Like you reach out to these guys, they talk to you, they're fellow golfers. They love the game, and he's just like, "What do you want? What do you want to do?" He's like, "Let's do it." And like you said, man, like people asking, like once in a while you'll get those people because like I have matte black ones on my irons, and they're like, "Oh, you got graphite shafts?" I'm like, "No. I just want I will always be different. Like if there's a way to make my clubs not look like yours and still perform exactly the same, I want to do it because I just like mine to be different. I like to be I don't want to say flashy, but I like to stand out from other people's stuff. So that's why I'll get a white camo bag. I'll get different irons, different grips, different head covers, everything like that. And that's what I really really love about them is that it just makes them different.
Yeah. So again, on the first day of Just the Tipsmiths, my true love gave to me a custom head cover. On the second day of Just the Tipsmiths, my true love gave to me shaft wraps. And by the way, shaft wraps are really they're not expensive.
No, and you use the code Just the Tips, and you'll get 25% off when you buy 3 or more.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wow, I didn't realize that we had 25% off.
25%. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And you're going to want to buy 3. You're going to want to buy 3 anyway. So we do have a code coming from the Turn Custom. I just got to get it from them because they had to they had to make it work. But if you just tell them that you saw it from us, they'll hook you up with a discount.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And by the way, like I said, these are smaller companies. Like I said, I mean,
you're talking directly to the guys
Titleist is doing okay. Callaway's, I think they're all right. Mizuno doesn't need your help around Christmas time. But these companies, these are mom and pop shops, largely, or startups, or companies that they're again, you're not going to buy these at Walmart. You're not going to find these in many cases on Amazon, right? So again, it's very exciting. So this is one I don't know. On the third day of Just the Tipsmiths, my true love gave to me.
Oh, you don't know? Back 9 clean, baby.
There you go.
Back 9 clean.
So again, so your only waterless club cleaning system. We've used Back 9 Clean all summer long. It doesn't matter how dirty your clubs are. It doesn't matter if you're in a parking lot, in a hotel room, you're in your backyard. You don't need water for this. It's a foam. I was stunned by how many cleans we get out of the foam cleaning system.
True story.
I thought for sure, like you cleaned your clubs with it, and I cleaned my clubs with it, and I'm like, okay, that's probably all we're gonna get out of this. We've been sharing the same box all summer.
Yep. And listen, and I know it sounds if somebody doesn't clean their clubs very often or only wants to just kind of like, wipe the big clump of dirt off, this sounds probably useless to you. But when you get done with a round of golf, all you need to do is sit. Like what I do is I leave my clubs on the tailgate, like in the bag, and I will just pull one halfway out, scrub it, wipe it, put it back in, next one. I don't even have to take them out of the bag. I'm just leaving them on the tailgate, and then I slide them in, and they're spotless when we're done. So
there are nice, and they smell good. Yeah, I'm not a big one for smelling things, but whatever coconut, copper tone, aromatherapy, Yankee Candle scent they put in this thing is delightful.
Yeah.
But it's also one of these things that's going to be really nice for Christmas because, again, it comes in a really nice case. It's not big. It's going to wrap up nice and square. It's not going to be the A gift for Christmas. It's not going to be like the big, big, big gift. But as you're looking for things that your golfer is going to appreciate, things that they'll thank you for, and things they'll use all year long, you can't. And again, this is not an expensive gift.
No. And to be honest, guys, it comes in two different ways, right? So you can buy the whole kit, which is the foam cleaner, the brush, and the towel. or you can just buy the foam kit. So if you already had the kit, then you can just buy the foam. I'm sorry, not the foam kit. If you already have the kit, you can just buy the additional spray bottle foam, and that can be like a stocking stuffer or something like that. And
Yeah.
I know you say it's not like the A gift, but it's definitely that that A accessory gift. You know what I mean? Like that A, dozen balls and back nine clean. Something like that.
There you go. Yeah. If a dozen Pro Vs and a back nine clean found its
But
way
here's the
under the
deal.
tree,
Let's
you're
get
off to a
back
good
to
start.
talking about what not to get them. Okay, you
Yeah.
talked about the Giants head covers. Don't buy a dozen balls for the golfer in your life unless you know exactly what ball they play. All right.
Yeah.
I personally,
because golfers are creatures of habit, and like if you bought me a dozen Pro Vs, I'd be happy about it. I'd say thank you.
Yeah.
But I would also probably give them to you, because I don't play Pro Vs,
Exactly. And that's a $55 gift, and you're just like, cool, thank you. I appreciate what you did, but this isn't my ball. You know what I mean?
Actually, I'd probably take it back to Dick's and
Totally.
swap it out for the Chrome Soft.
Yeah, where'd you get this?
The Tour Soft.
Which golf store did you buy this at? Just asking for a friend. Yep.
But as you get your golf balls, get them from. Make sure you know which ones they normally use.
Yeah.
That's a good question to ask this time of year, so it doesn't seem like you're fishing for Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although if your non-golfing spouse was like, just out of curiosity, what types of golf balls do you use? They'd probably be like,
ask
are you
their
okay?
golfer buddy. Ask their golfer buddy. That's what you need to do.
They'll know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's worth a text message. All right.
Yeah.
So
that brings us up to date on the list. You guys got to stay tuned for more. Oh, actually, it doesn't. I'm lying. We can't leave custom Wedgewoods out. Not that I was going to, but custom Wedgewoods. Ken from there. Again, these are smaller companies. We're not going crazy with TaylorMade and things like that. Ken is a one-man shop. His wife helps him out as well, and his daughter helps him out. But Ken is the man, dude. We played golf with him a couple times, and he makes custom Wedgewoods. And I sat down and talked with him about the history of where this started, where he wants it to go, what his ideas are. And I want to get to his shop soon too. But he makes wooden accessories for golf. Now, we sat and had a long conversation the other night about where it started. And it started from him chipping in his backyard. All right. And it was always like, all right, let me chip from here, to the tree stump. Then it was like, all right, let me walk over to the tree stump. Now I'm going to chip from here over to the corner of the playground, the swing set, things like that. And he's like, there should be like little markers. It'd be cool to have like little 10, 20, 30, 40 yard markers. He's like, let me make those. So that's what he makes that's how it started, right? So these little beautifully carved, painted, finished yardage markers for you to work on your short game in your backyard. That's called the backyard set. And then it started elaborating from there and like, dude, this would be cool. Oh, that would be cool. Yardage markers at the ranges on golf courses would be cool. These little dividers in between each hitter on the range would be cool. And then it just went from there. Any wooden sign that you see on a golf course, Ken is making. Then it turned into a sign on the side of your simulator that says just the tips, or, wait until the videos come out about a couple of the other signs that he's made are really, really cool. And we're talking, these are one-offs. You know what I mean? He's custom making these for each person. So somebody wants one with their name on it. Somebody wants their logo, or they want it pink, they want it green, they want it blue. Whatever it is, he's personalizing each and every single one of these, and they are a thing of beauty.
Yeah. He does a really nice job, and I'm kind of jealous because you're saying, "Hey, I'm going over to his shop," which I can only
No, I said I
imagine
wanted.
is an awesome woodworking shop.
Oh,
But you know when you walk into somebody's woodworking shop and it smells like freshly cut wood.
Good
You know, it smells like
sawdust.
sawdust.
Oh.
Yeah, yep. And
Second
especially the
favorite
exotic
smell.
woods that he works
That's
in.
my second favorite smell, by the way.
What's your first one? Gasoline?
Fresh cut grass.
I used to fresh cut lawn.
Yeah.
Fresh cut lawn,
Yeah.
followed by fresh cut wood, followed by gasoline. Yeah, I hear you. Yep. When I was a kid, I really liked the smell of gasoline. That
Dude,
could
you might
explain
have an
something.
addiction problem.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, to almost anything that I like. But no, man, there's nothing cooler than somebody's wood shop, especially when they got all the cool tools. They got, I have a lot of tools, but like every circular saw I have is
You don't have a wheelbarrow.
like used to be. I don't have a wheelbarrow. No.
Jamie, get him a wheelbarrow for Christmas.
On the fourth day of Christmas,
Day
on the fourth
13.
of just the Tipsmas
Yeah.
is a wheelbarrow. No, unnecessary. I have the zero turn with a cart in the back.
There
that
you
I
go. You
that I
can
tow stuff
definitely
around.
do that.
Yeah, but for mixing up cement, you see how expensive a wheelbarrow is? It's like inflation hit the wheelbarrow. But when you go, I don't know about you, but like I have all the tools, but like I have a circular saw, a table saw, a jigsaw, a reciprocate, all these saws. Every one of my blades is dull.
Oh,
Every freaking blade I have is all chopped up. When you go to a good woodworking shop, these guys it cuts like butter.
Oh, yeah.
Mine,
and they're all
my
like
circular saw,
organized
it's
up
like
on the wall.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have clamps and like wood glue.
Dude,
I don't have
played
any of that.
poker. You played poker with us one time in this guy's wood shop
Yeah.
and downstairs in his basement. And I remember going there and just like looking. I'm like, oh, he's got a bunch of bits, router bits, drill bits. I'm like, ooh, that's a lot of money just on that shelf right there. That's $80, $80,
Yep.
$80, $80. Dude, he's got a wall full of clamps. And I'm like, dude, clamps aren't cheap. They're not cheap.
No.
And I'm looking, I'm like,
No.
there's probably $1,000 worth of clamps right here, just hanging right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real good wood shops. Yeah, I want to head to Ken's wood shop. He does some great work. And what we're doing is we're gonna post one of those because again, he has so many different pieces of products that you can purchase. You know what I mean? So.
How would one get a hold of Custom Wedgewoods?
So you can go reach out to him on Custom Wedgewoods at Custom Wedgewoods on Instagram, and then he sent me his website, which is customwedgewoods.com. I'm gonna find that as well. I'm looking at it right here. He is where is it? Custom Wedgewoods. Let me type in customwedgewoods.com. Customwedgewoods.com. So that's customwedgewoods.com. And he has great stuff on there. I actually didn't even look at his site up until like the other night when we were on the phone. And I'm like, dude, look at this, look at that. He's got this picture. I'm going to go into the library right now on his website. The library, no, I'm sorry, products. I'm going to go to brassies and mashies. So these are more like trophies. Okay. So he custom makes something. So say you win like the club championship, right? And he's going to make this sign. It'll say 2024 club championship on it. And then below it'll have like the course's logo or whatever you want on there. And then your name if you want. But he made this one for Silo Ridge. It was a 2023 Silo Ridge Pro-Am Invitational. And it's just this square piece of wood. Beautiful piece of wood. But the 2023 Silo Ridge Pro-Am Invitational is engraved into the wood. But the logo of the bird is out. Is like coming out of the wood. Which he calls 2.5 3D because it's not a full, whatever, 2.5, 2.5D, I guess it's called. This thing is amazing, man. I'm looking at it now, and I was looking at it then. I was like, I don't even know how you do this. It is absolutely stunning, and the finish on it, the wood, you remember when we played with him and he showed you one and you're like, whoa, this is kind of heavy. Like he's not messing around with the pieces of wood either. So it's all
he's
fully
using some
customized.
exotic lumber too,
Yeah.
some tiger woods and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, so again, Ken's rocking. So it's like in addition to the 12 Days of Christmas, again, you can hit him up. He's like the day 1 through 12 of just the Days of Christmas. So very cool.
Good stuff.
Well, listen, man, like I said, been a busy night for us. We got updates on trips and simulators. The 12 Days of Christmas. Anything else we missed?
I mean, we got Florida trip. We got
the flights booked.
The what?
It's halfway there. I got my flights booked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm still looking at flights, and I'm probably going to do that Southwest one, but whatever.
I got you.
Yeah. All right, that's it for now.
So
man.
we'll be back in a week with 7 more of the 12 Days of Christmas. So we'll be through day number 10.
Yeah.
So we'll have all kinds of cool updates. But check them out. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok are the big 3. Although Facebook, we seem to be getting a big following on Facebook for some reason, although we don't pay much attention to it. Any of those folks, like, subscribe, share the 12 Days of Christmas with, everybody.
With the buyer in your relationship also.
But everybody, because like I said, everybody is searching for that great Christmas gift. We've done the heavy lifting for you.
Yeah.
We figured it out. We know what they want. All you have to do is stay tuned through the 12 days and then pick the 1, 2, 3, up to 12 different things that you think your golfer would like. So, again, don't hog this information for yourself. Share it with others. Share it with everybody you know.
Definitely. All right, dude.
So, like I said, I got to get back. I got another 20 bags of concrete to mix up my hand.
All right, dude, good luck with that.
All right, man. Well, I'm Adam.
I'm Mike. Just the tips.
Just the tips.
Just the tips.